All right, all right, all right. We are live. We did. We lost it. Okay. We'll get her back. We'll get her back. We lost it.
Okay.
Hi. Hey, hey, hey. Yo, what's poppin', everybody? We are back. We are back. We are back. And guess what? Guess what? Guess what? I am so excited because we have Dr. Karen Williams Weaver with us. Y'all, listen, I want to talk to her.
We made it. We made it.
We had some technical difficulties. However, I feel like we back bigger, better, stronger, and blacker, right?
That's right. That's right.
Right.
I couldn't wait. I couldn't wait. I was looking forward to having a conversation.
Yes. So tell me, how are you?
You know what? Actually, I'm good. I'm really good.
Well, you look good.
Well, thank you. Thank you. I'm wearing my Winnie Mandela.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
Mickey celebrating strong Black women.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Mickey tried to tear me up and tear my hair up. Try to
listen. Don't tell Mickey no.
Goodness gracious. I said, no, we gotta do this different because Mickey's showing.
That's right. That's right. Look, I'm not mad at you either. I said no.
So
yes.
Tell me. First I want to let's talk about New York. I saw you were just in New York, right?
I was, yes.
Let's talk about New York. Tell us what happened in New York.
You know what? It was good in New York. And it's funny because at that time, I didn't know it would be scheduled again for this weekend right here in Flint, but it was a movie. It's a documentary.
Right.
And it said, Flint, who do you trust? Well, that's a good title, Flint, who do you trust? But it was going on. And, it was so funny because after I met the director, I said, I remember seeing him at City Hall and in so many places throughout the time I was in office, not realizing they're working on a documentary, not realizing it. And so it was supposed to premiere back in October, and that didn't happen. And then it came out this time. So I went there, it premiered, it opened up in New York and Los Angeles. And so I was there for that. And it was interesting to watch. It had a lot of information. It kept your attention. There were things in there that I didn't know about. Or you think, oh, Flint is very small. You know everybody. And you see somebody, and you're like, I don't know who that person is. But you're hearing different stories and just seeing things put together. And so I was there for that opening, and then there was a Q&A afterwards.
Okay.
And we were doing some interviews. But it was wonderful to be there. I love New York, but it was also wonderful to be there to get Flint back on the map and people talking about Flint and highlighting what is going on and what our needs are and what has happened. Because one of the things I always said is, don't forget about Flint, learn from Flint, but still you should be making Flint whole. So, but I was there for that. And it was a good time. Was a good time.
Awesome. That is awesome. So, yes, Jack. You are running for mayor again, right?
Can you believe it? Do you believe that?
Listen, let me be honest with you. I honestly could. When I heard that you were coming back, I said, "What? No, she coming back." And so immediately, I said, "Oh yeah, she got some things she needs to finish out."
Oh, so you took the words right out of my mouth. I said, "There's some unfinished business."
Absolutely,
and there is.
And
there really is.
I said she got some things she need to finish out. She needs to close the loop. And so now she's back to close the loop. And so now there are people here, so many people here that are ready for you to close the loop, and they're waiting for you to close the loop.
Well, I'm glad. I'm glad to hear that. I'm excited.
We were strong out here.
Well, thank you. Really. Yeah. I'm excited about that. And it's important. It's
Yes,
important
very much is.
because it's what Flint deserves. It's
Mm-hmm.
what Flint deserves. There were a lot of good, a lot of groundwork that was put in place for some good things to happen for Flint, and it needs
Absolutely.
to happen. And while no, you can't make everything happen that should,
Right.
there's some unfinished business, and there's some
Absolutely.
things that need to be addressed in the city of Flint because I do believe Flint deserves the best. I believe Flint deserves better, and I believe Flint deserves the best, and we have not been able to get that,
Right.
and we should. We should. And
Absolutely.
so I'm ready to go back and finish working and, roll up my sleeves and get as much of it as I can for Flint
Absolutely.
and
I'm
move Flint
excited to hear
forward because that's
that.
what you talked about. You said I
That
want
is
to see
what
Flint
I talked
move
about.
forward. And and
Absolutely.
and and if we don't address some things and speak up and fight for the people in our city, we won't get them.
Absolutely. So, with that being said, I know there are people watching and I know they're going to bring this up. And as I said to you earlier, I am not interested in
Hmm.
all the smear campaigning that happened last time, all of the
Hmm.
things that happened before when you were mayor. I'm not interested in that. If everybody else wants to talk about it, be free to do so. I, however, do not. I am in the position right now to in my headspace, right, and in my life that I just want to see Flint move forward. I just want to see it progress. So I'm not interested in that back because, as I stated to you earlier, I wholeheartedly believe if you had done those things that they said, I would not be
Hmm.
talking to you right now. You would be
Right.
behind. They don't let black
Exactly.
people feel that. I've said this before on my podcast. I said, listen, I got some cousins that are real petty thieves and they ain't get away with shit. So I know.
Hmm. Hmm. Right. You're not going to get away with it.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
So, with that being said,
Hmm.
you are in the position, right? Let's let's say we're speaking it into the existence. You are in the
Okay.
position.
Let's speak to them.
What are your plans for moving Flint forward? So I know that you probably have some that you want to continue to see out that you had put in place prior to. And now I'm sure with things going as they are now, you have some new things that you would like to put in place as well. So where's your platform this time?
Well, you know what? You said it. Of course, there's some things that need to be finished up. That we should be further along with, and a lot of people wonder where are we with the water? What is the situation? So, of course, you're going to address those things.
Mm-hmm.
But you're right. What else is going to happen?
Mm-hmm.
One of the things is, I mean, we might. You talk about an elephant in the room. Let's talk about crime. Let's talk about blight. I mean, those
Absolutely.
are priorities. Those are
Absolutely.
absolute priorities, and they need to be addressed. And you hear a lot about, well, crime is high everywhere. That doesn't mean you don't address it. It doesn't mean you don't put a plan together and do something about it. Uh,
Correct.
so that's one of them
Mm-hmm.
because people are scared. People are scared in the city of Flint. Everywhere you go, it doesn't matter where you go. People are scared. People don't feel safe. And
Yeah.
if we want this city to progress, we have to address crime and blight. It's so interesting because I remember when I was mayor before. I was so glad when we finally got to talk about those things because at first, all people wanted to talk about was where are we with the water? And rightfully so, because we couldn't drink it. And for some, we still can't. So
Mm-hmm.
we won't lose sight of that.
Right.
But I remember I thinking when they were talking about public safety, they were never talking about fire and police. We need to talk about fire and police. And I remember when finally they started talking to me about it, I said, oh, they see we're trying to address this water seriously. And they moved to public safety.
Right.
And that's an issue. That's an issue. And it was an issue when I got into office. I think about it. Flint was always number one, two, three, four. We were always in the top between us, Detroit, St. Louis, Chicago. It was just a moving, target, but we were always there. And we were able to get out of there. We were
Mm-hmm.
able to get out of the top 25. Uh,
Right.
so that's a big deal. And it's something that we need to do again. We need to do it again. We need to be putting some things in place. And, we talk about more policing, but it's more than just policing.
Mm-hmm.
We need to look at that differently. We need community policing in place. We
Yeah.
don't have that. We don't have that. And we used to. There was a time we had that in Flint, but we need to utilize technology. We
Absolutely.
need to address this because, and that's more than a helicopter. When I'm talking about technology, I'm talking about the cameras and having those things hooked up to the different businesses and in different areas. But we're also talking about drones. We need to
Yeah.
embrace technology and use drones because we know those can get lower and they
Yeah.
can see better, and they're not as costly. So
Absolutely.
we need to be looking at those things. What are the latest and greatest things that they're using as far as safety goes to address crime? And we need to be about that kind of business. But we also need to have other kinds of services in place because that's a lot of our problem and our challenge as well. You
Yeah.
know, people need things to do. People need jobs. People need opportunities. They need economic opportunities. We need recreation. We need the social amenities for people to have other things to do. And that's one of the things that we have been working on when I was in office before.
Yes.
Was how do we engage the community and what are the different ways to do it? Because it's not just about police on the street. That's just a piece of it. It's also technology, but it was giving young people opportunities. We were bringing them together through recreation and sports, but we also had that opportunity to bring their parents together and for people to get to be together and socialize and get to know each other and make friendships and doing those kinds of things. We have to put those kinds of things in places. We need kids to have safe places to go and be able to play and be kids. So it's bigger than that. We need grocery stores.
Yes.
We need those kinds of things. And so it's like putting weaving a fabric together because there's not just one thing that's going to do this. So those were some of the things that were going on, and I want to do again, but do it bigger and do it better because,
Absolutely.
we've learned things since that happened, and there's some other opportunities out there. I mean, we need to light up our city. We want to talk about feeling safe and crime. There's, I mean, I grew up, I was on East 738 East Ruth Street. You go over there. You go on Foss, you go on Holbrook, Laredo, Hops. It's dark. It's
Yes.
dark. It's
Yes.
no lights. We need to light up our city. We
Absolutely.
need, and we need to clean up our city.
Hmm.
There's money there to do these things. Why it hasn't been done, I don't know. Because if I had that many 47 million sitting there, it would have been spent addressing some of these
I
things.
mean it.
We can talk until we're blue in the face, and I understand the importance of getting community input about how you spend money, but how many people have to get shot up and shot at and killed? We know we need to do something there, and
Yep.
we know that our city should look better. The residents deserve for it to look better, and we should have been addressing those things, right
Absolutely.
from the get-go.
Definitely.
Economic development. That was something that hadn't been in the city for a long, long time.
Mhm.
And we had gotten money from Kellogg Foundation. That needs to be with the city. I'm sorry. It needs to be with the city. It doesn't mean you don't partner with other organizations, but it needed to be city led if we're going to be concerned about the city of Flint. And I mean all of Flint and not just an area of downtown, but all of
Thank
Flint.
you. Yes. Absolutely.
I'm tired of that. And when we talk about bringing economic opportunities, we need some places for people to live. We can tear down houses, and there are houses that need to be torn down, but there's some that could be fixed. We
Yes.
need to rebuild. We need to bring a tax base to the city of Flint
Yes.
because that's what's people, between the water and crime, a lot of people have left. A
Mm-hmm.
lot of people have left the city. And and
And
and
are
so we
still
need
moving.
and right and are still leaving, and we need to stop that from happening.
Mhm.
And that's an area that we could do something like that as well. And what do we do to keep our young people here? A lot of times they go away for school and they don't come back, or they stay here for school and then they leave. And having those supports and those social amenities that
Right.
you deserve to have, and those experiences you should be having when you're in your 20s and your 30s, and all the way up. But we
Absolutely.
need to look at that because those are things that thriving, healthy communities have, and
Yes.
Flint deserves that. Flint
Absolutely.
deserves it. So those are some of the things that I've been thinking about.
Well, I am glad you touched on some of those things. So economic development and housing is like really near and dear to my heart.
Mhm.
I say all the time that people know that I've been putting up this fight and fighting for the city of Flint. I'm very loud about it, right?
And we appreciate it.
I am very loud about it. So it's not that they know I'm very loud about it. I say what I say. I'm very direct and blunt about the things that I say, right? However, my thing that I asked when I went to one of the ARPA meetings was that what is it that you all are going to do to get me back in the city of Flint? Because as it relates to right now, there's a water issue, but even bigger than that, where am I going to live?
Right.
If I go anywhere, there's nowhere for me to live. Either I buy a house that I have to put so much money into because it's
Mm-hmm.
almost dilapidated, right? Or I got to fight and I got to give up an arm, a leg, a liver, a kidney, and my fifth born child
Mm-hmm.
to get one. And then I still got to put a bunch of money into that, right?
Right.
So I'm just saying, like I said to them, I said, why aren't we partnering with HUD to
Mm-hmm.
rehab some of those houses that are able to be rehabbed, or
Right.
we're not tearing them down and putting more up, right? So I said people need somewhere to be proud of, right?
Right.
So if they're
Right.
proud to be somewhere that's affordable, that they can live in and that's nice, you won't see the blight. So that comes
Mm-hmm.
up, the blight goes away, the crime goes away, because now
Right.
if we want businesses to come here, where are they going to live? They
Right.
can't come here and have nowhere to live either, because then they're not living in Flint. They're going to Grand Blanc,
Exactly.
right? They're doing
All
it.
the
We want
surrounding areas. Right. They
absolutely,
come and make the money here, but then you spend it in your community. And
absolutely,
we need to bring people to come and live here.
absolutely,
And they have to have places to
absolutely,
live. And
absolutely,
you know what else goes along with that, even though it has nothing to do with the office of mayor, but you know, we have to think about our
absolutely,
schools and having a strong quality school system that plays a big role, because when you're attracting people, they want to know that there's a healthy school system in place as
absolutely.
well. So those are things that are important, you know, to move a city forward.
Absolutely. And
Hmm.
I wholeheartedly admit to people when I do talk about things like that. I do talk about schooling in the school board, but I can wholeheartedly admit that it's not in the forefront of my mind anymore because my children
Hmm.
are adults. But when
Right.
my children were smaller, that was a
It's
thing.
important. Right.
So when they were smaller, so I live in Beecher. And at the
Hmm.
time, Beecher wasn't doing very well. And that was the time when they were thinking about exiting everything out, right? And I was just like, I went there. I got a great education there. Not even
Hmm.
I had a great education there. I had there was skill center. There was
Yes.
Black history with Mr. Moss. Best thing that ever happened to me. Like
Uh-huh.
taught me so many things, right? So when my children weren't able to do that because they had taken so many of those things away and things were going and they were
Hmm.
condensing everything, I'm like, man, where am I going to send my kids?
Right.
I
Right.
moved and I moved into the Westwood Heights district so that they could go there because they were elevated in their standards of
Hmm.
and it was the best thing for them at the time because I was thinking about their education. With that being said, if that was the case still, I would be thinking that again, like, where am I going to send my
Exactly.
children? And
Exactly.
I apologize to people when I talk about it because I'm like, I'm sorry. I should be thinking about I do think about it, right? But it's not at the forefront because I don't have
Right.
small children anymore.
Right.
But it's important because I was thinking about where am I going to live? How am I going to do that? And how
Right.
am I going to make sure that my children have the best for them? Not only good school district, but a safe place for them to play because my children love to be outside. I was not
Right. Exactly.
like put laptops and stuff in front of them or tablets. We were outside. And I
Outside.
didn't do
That's
anything
right.
outside.
Hmm.
I didn't
And
know
they
how to
should
do
have
that.
that. Kids should
Absolutely.
have that. That was one of the things that I was proud of, was the number of new playgrounds we were able to bring in. But we
Yes.
still need more. We need those
Absolutely.
kinds of safe places for kids and to go, for kids to go and just be kids and have fun.
That's,
And we need somebody. Go
no,
ahead.
no, finish.
No, I was gonna say we need people, you know, those that are in place that are elected speaking up about these kinds of things. There's money available
Absolutely.
for these kinds of things. But like you said, sometimes you just have to be loud and proud and say, I want it. We need
Absolutely.
it, we deserve it. So let's make it happen.
So here's where I'm at with it. And I know that people,
Okay.
because because I am loud about it. I am loud and proud about it, and I do speak out. I know I am very
Mhm.
outspoken, right? And I know I'm not everybody's flavor. I get it, but I am tired of asking for things. I'm not begging anybody for anything, and I'm not asking for anything. And I think that the constituents of Flint should not be asking for things and begging for things, and we should be demanding these things,
Right.
right? And I
Mhm.
think that we're not doing enough of that. We're not enough of us are loud and boisterous about saying the things that we need, and we need it. We need to have it, and that
Right.
is somebody gonna give it to us, right?
Right.
And I think
Right.
that's the
I
attitude that
mean,
we have,
that's
especially
exactly right.
and especially because I am the person that keeps saying, hey, y'all, Flint is more than downtown. More than
Mhm.
downtown. So, with that being said, do you have some plans for the north side? Because as it relates to these plans, I don't see anything for the north side. And I'm nervous for my family and that live on the north side because everything is getting pushed the other way and out and
And
down.
that's the problem. And that's why we're even when you were talking about rebuilding and you can say a lot of that the north side and the east side really.
Absolutely.
They're not being invested in. They are not being invested in. So you'll see the houses coming down, but it's just like you said, there are some that can be saved. There are some that we could do something with.
Yes.
We should be building in those areas, not just making it smaller and smaller and moving Flint further south.
Absolutely.
That's what it seems like. It's getting smaller and going that way.
Yes.
And you know, when we talk about economic development, it should be in those communities as well. You know, it's funny because one of the things we've been doing, and this is when I was in office the first time, but it made so much sense as we were going through each ward to talk with the residents. Of course, you know, we had our chief public health advisor because we're talking about the public health crisis and the water.
Right.
We had our recovery officer because we said we're not going to be in crisis mode forever. We want to know what it looks like when we recover. But we had our economic development deputy director as part of those conversations because economic development on this side of town may look different from economic development on that side of town. But there was a time, and you'll still see some areas where you didn't have to really leave your neighborhood to get a lot of things that you needed.
Absolutely.
You could stay right in your area and
Mhm.
do those things. And that's what we need to be looking at because those are the things that make for a healthy city and healthy areas. So those are the kinds of things we should be thinking about because there's a lot of space available in Flint to do some other things, and it doesn't have to, and it shouldn't all be downtown. You know, there's nothing wrong with a nice downtown, but you want the rest of the city to be equally as nice. You want equal opportunities in the other places. You want nice houses wherever you go. I can go to the north, south, east, or west and have a nice house. You know, I
Absolutely.
should be able to go to a grocery store. I should feel safe. I should feel safe. You know, so so those are the things we need to be looking at as the entire city, not just
Absolutely.
a section. Flint is bigger than an area. And that's what people need to realize. We're bigger than one space. And
It
we need to take care of all of those spaces.
Absolutely. It definitely needs to
Okay.
be
Mhm.
equitable for everybody. And I think that's
Exactly.
the part that people miss, right? Is the equitable part. Just because it doesn't look equal doesn't mean that it's not equitable, right? And
Right.
it needs to be equitable. It can look equal all it wants to, but equality doesn't mean equity, right? And if
Mhm.
it's
Mhm.
equitable for everybody, then everybody has a piece of it and it serves a purpose for everybody.
That's right. That's right.
I think that everybody misses that part of it, right? Because I know that when they say that, and I'm like, I really don't care about the equality part. I want the equity. I don't care about
Right.
the equality part
Mm, equity.
because it doesn't. Because I don't. It looks that way. Everybody says that. They say that now. Well, black people get things. It's equal, right? It's no.
No,
Okay,
it's not.
but it's not equitable. It's
Right.
not equitable. And they say that for other races as well too. I'm not just making it a black and white thing, but
Right.
as it relates to that right now, for Flint, it needs to be equitable for everybody. The east
Mhm.
side, the north side, the south side,
Right.
all of it. And
All
so
of it.
I work in Orion, right? And
Okay.
so when I go through other cities and I just noticed how they do things. And now that since I've been in this kind of position, I kind of been pushing this position, I started noticing other things. And so I look for other things. So I asked them, I said, hey, you guys got a lot of houses going up right now. And
Hmm.
when I tell you they are utilizing every tiny bit of Dr. Weaver.
Every bit of
They are
space.
utilizing every piece of space. I was going
Uh-huh.
through the neighborhood and I was like, whoa, 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 whoa,
Uh-huh.
whoa. They are utilizing every bit of space. And I'm saying that to say that sometimes they can't build out, but they build up.
They build up.
House here, there's a house here, there's a house here, there's a
Right.
house here. And a friend of mine that lives there said, there used to be one big house here, and where that one big house was, now there's two.
Right.
And in the
Hmm.
same spot where there was one big house, there are two. And they are literally utilizing all of this area. And it's beautiful, actually. They are beautiful
And that's
houses.
what we need.
And
Yeah.
that's what and so that's what there's a gentleman that works for their housing commission in that, and he said, well, that was the plan to make that the housing affordable, right? And so they did that, and they redistrict the neighborhoods as well. However, they still built up so that their census wasn't low.
Right. Okay.
I think that was
Okay.
the difference, because they redistrict because their school districts were bad and they were having some of the same issues that we were having,
Hmm.
money issues and people leaving out of the city. But now you look at it and they're like houses going up everywhere.
And shouldn't wouldn't you like to see that when you come to Flint?
I would so love to see that
Good.
because, like I said, I have to pass through the north side to get downtown.
Hmm.
I don't want it to look like a third world country and then boom, I'm in
Right.
I'm in Dubai, right? Because that's what it's going to look like if y'all keep doing that. I'm gonna be going through a third world country, then boom, I'm in Dubai.
I'm in Dubai.
That's what it's going to look like. I don't want
And it shouldn't. And it shouldn't.
I don't
It
want
should not look like that at all. And you're absolutely right. And it's frustrating because we do know that there is money available to address these things. And those are things that should have been addressed.
Yeah, yeah,
They should be addressed.
absolutely.
And sooner rather than later, because we will continue to lose people that way. People will continue to leave. And how do you build up a tax base? How do you do that? People don't have a place to live. They ask you about the water. uh, you're looking at crime. They say it's dark, the city's dark, the
Mhm.
city's dirty. You hear all of these things, and that should not be. It just shouldn't be. And it can be. A lot of times people see problems, and I see promise, and I see opportunity there. And that's how we need to look at Flint. There's a lot of opportunity and there's a lot of promise here in Flint.
Yeah,
And we just need to, there are resources out there to help us address it. And those are some of the things that I do want to do. I do want to do those things.
are there some things that the emergency manager put in place or took away that you are ready to come back and either put back in place or take away?
You know what? That emergency manager, we were just talking about that law the other day. If they don't, I mean, really, they need to get rid of that thing,
Hmm.
because we see what it did to Flint,
Hmm.
Detroit, Benton Harbor, Pontiac. I mean, all of the predominantly black urban cities. We see what emergency management did. I mean, and they took so much away from us. They took
Yeah.
so much away from us between, taking the water pipe,
Hmm.
taking the golf courses and parks.
Hmm.
I mean, they have just really come in and stripped. When I got there, they had taken some of the fire trucks had been sold, those kinds of things. Garbage trucks had been, I mean, just sold for next to nothing,
Yeah.
giving away so many assets and resources that the city had.
Right.
And that's what they came in and did. I'll tell you, the first thing wanted to do and did was, we're going to fight for home rule. The people that have been elected are going to be the voice of the people, that they're supposed to represent.
Hmm.
But they didn't like that so much. But
Yeah.
anyway, too bad.
Yeah.
But those were some of the things that's building up our inventory again. We need to be getting things so we can take care of ourselves. We have this money. We have an opportunity to really get our inventory together. I mean,
Mhm.
we used to do garbage ourselves. There were certain things. We used to have our own 911 and ambulance service. Those
Mhm.
things were gone. I mean, there were things that the city, we relied on ourselves to in, and those things were just handed off and private contracts were put in place. I, I think I lost her. Did I lose you?
I'm still here. Can you hear me?
Okay, you had frozen for a minute, so I
Okay.
thought you were gone.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay,
Well,
okay.
I know that there are those are jobs that
I
could
want
be.
our revenue sharing back from the state too. Let me just say that.
You want our what now?
Yeah. Our revenue sharing that we used to get, because that
Oh,
was how we did public safety, was money that we got from the state. We don't get that anymore. That's a lot of money where
mhm.
we used to be able to get, police and fire. That's been gone for a while now. So there are
Oh,
a lot of things that we should be, you said not looking for a handout, but we should be demanding. That we
absolutely.
should be demanding.
You
Hmm.
know, because my grandmother, I say this all the time on here, and I know people probably tired of me saying that, but my grandmother always told me that charity starts at home and spreads abroad, right? And so that's what
Right.
we have to do. We have to start it right here at home, and we have to demand those things for right here at home. We do. And
Yeah.
so you mentioning that, I didn't even know about that, but I see Brenda Boyd said, oh, yes, I forgot about that. So that is something that had been forgotten, but there are so many things that had gotten taken away. It's hard to keep up, right?
It's hard to keep up. And like you said this earlier, though, when you get so many distractions, that's
Mm,
what they want you to do.
absolutely.
You take your eye off what is the prize, what is the big picture, what is the goal. And so there are all of these distractions, and you're like, I did forget about that, because I mean, I almost didn't say it. It's like, oh yeah, wait, and I want this too. Because you do. But it's a way to keep us at a disadvantage.
Mhm.
It's a way to keep us at a disadvantage. And that's why it's so important about who you put in place when you elect
Absolutely.
people. When
Absolutely.
you better elect somebody that's going to speak up for you and that's going to
Absolutely.
fight for you and is not going to be scared. I mean, because we should have had people in place speaking up about that little, I like to say, that little piggy bank settlement that we got.
Oh my goodness
Know,
gracious.
I
Oh my
know,
goodness
I
gracious.
know. And
A slap
didn't
in the
have many of us speaking up. Right. That was terrible. And it's still terrible.
Dr. Weaver, I was saying the whole time, I was saying this whole time when that was going on, I said, y'all, stop paying the water bill. Put it in
Hmm.
escrow. If they come back and they try to take anything from me, say, hey, I got my bill money right here. It's right here. But you fix it, you can have this money. If
And
your
you know what?
landlord don't do that, that's what you would do for him. I'm not paying you until you fix it.
And
Put it
and 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 here's another thing you just made me think about as you're talking about that, because they want us to stop talking about Flint. They want us to stop talking about the
absolutely.
water. And I thought, well, there's a way to make us do that. Fix it.
Fix it.
Fix it.
Fix it.
You want us to not talk about these issues? Fix it.
Mm-hmm.
We'll gladly be quiet. Make us whole. But stop saying, you know, all you ever hear them say is prevent another Flint, but make Flint whole in the process. Make
Absolutely.
Flint whole. Uh,
Absolutely.
and Flint really, that's what's something that's disappointing to me, because Flint should be the blueprint for what to do and what not to do. Should have
Absolutely.
learned from Flint.
Definitely.
And that's what we should be, but fix us and make us whole and give the residents what we deserve. And we deserved uh, a better, more just compensation for the value of our lives and the damage done than this little piddly settlement gave us.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Was there something else?
You can say whatever you like here.
Because it makes you mad. It makes you really
Absolutely it
angry.
does. It makes
It
me
makes
mad.
you angry.
So I lived in Flint when the water crisis first started, right?
Hmm.
So my daughter has asthma. My son
Hmm.
has the sickle cell trait. But so what people don't know is even when you have the trait, you still get some of those symptoms, and
Right.
you're still immunocompromised. And so I was really nervous about that, and I moved back to Beecher. But I keep telling people, like, I would love to move back to the city of Flint, but
Hmm.
it's so many pieces to the puzzle that keeps me away from being there, right?
So what would bring you back?
What would bring me back? What would bring
Yes.
me back would be affordable housing, somewhere to live.
Hmm.
There's nowhere for me to live right now, right?
Okay. Okay.
Affordable housing. I would like it to be safe, right? Because I have
Hmm.
two grandsons that love to play outside, and I would love to not be nervous about them being outside. I
Right.
I can't. And with that being said, I don't want the water to be bad. I want them to be able to bathe in it without problems. I want them to be able to
Okay.
drink it without problems, right?
Hmm.
I would love for the north side of Flint to look just as beautiful as downtown. Those
Right.
kind of things I would like to see. I would like to see some revenue coming here. I would like to see businesses come here. If some of those things, if housing and the water and the crime could all come to a little
And
here,
they're all related.
all related. It's
Right.
all related. And if
Right.
we could get that, I would wholeheartedly come back. Wholeheartedly. Brenda
Okay.
says that all the time. You should run for council. You should run for this. I'm like, where am I live? I am out there. Where am I going to live at? Y'all gonna put me up in the house with y'all? I can't live. Where am I gonna live? There's
And
not.
that's, that
Here's
needs to
the
be
thing.
addressed.
So I'm not saying that I have a mansion or anything like
Right.
that. I have a nice home,
But you want a home.
and I want to be able to have a nice
Right.
home there as well
Right.
as other people do too. Because there are a lot of people that would like to come back to Flint.
And we
They
want
want to
them
come
to.
back.
Right.
They want to come back. I know some people that are teachers that their dream was to get their degree and come back home and teach, but they can't.
Hmm.
It's not even.
Hmm.
They can't live. They can't even live off the salary, right?
Hmm.
I have to go all the way to Oregon to work, right? It's
Right.
we
Right.
want to be here. We don't want to do all
Right.
that traveling. We honestly want to be here because at the end of the day, we love our city. I love my
Right.
city.
And
I
I hear so many people say that. And those are the things that we want to work on. Those are the things that I want to see happen as well, because those
absolutely,
are the things that those of us that are here want to have and should
absolutely.
have. And that's what's going to bring people back. We need, I remember being in office and seeing things starting to happen. And we had this energy, and there was this vibe and excitement going on. And it was nice to see Flint getting known and being looked at in a respectable way. You
Hmm.
know, I'm and it was just like, yeah, they're talking about us, but they're talking about us in a good way. And it was like, oh, what's going on in Flint? Not only are they addressing the water, but there's something happening there, and there's some
Yeah,
excitement, and we need to get that back. We need to
absolutely,
get that back. But you have to speak up and fight for it and work for it. And it's a
absolutely.
lot to do.
It is. So I want to go back to something else
Okay.
we talked about, and I talked about earlier before we were on, and that was distractions.
Yes.
There are so many distractions that I would love for the city of Flint to just put it out their mind, right? I just think that we wholeheartedly need to look at these facts, look at the things that we want to do, see, and look what has worked, right? Because
Hmm.
history has showed us some things. History showed us the things that work for you and where
Right.
you stood. The history has showed, and some things that didn't. Let's not say
Right.
that because
Exactly.
it didn't work. Let me not say that. I don't want to just make it seem like I'm just all on the. But there were some things that worked and did not work for you. There were some things that people did and did not like from you, just like right now with Mayor Neely that's currently in there, there's some things that did and did not work for him. There are some things that people do and do not like for him. Those are the things that they need to be standing on, not the
Hmm.
campaigns, not this other things like that. Because at the end of the day, I just hate to have to sift through all of that to
Right.
get to the meat, right? And I think that is a big problem because if we continue to let that happen, then the city doesn't really decide who is the mayor.
Right.
The bullshit does. And we
Right.
don't want that. We've
Right.
had enough of that. We need to
Hmm.
move forward. We need to see some progression. And if we're going to continue to let that happen, Flint will not be moving forward because we can't last another 5 years like this.
No, we can't. No, we can't. And it's interesting to me because at the end of the day, we don't have to, everybody doesn't have to like each other, but we have certain things that we should all want and be able to work toward together. Everybody wants to be safe.
Definitely.
We ought to be able to rally around what do we need to do to make Flint safe, because
Definitely.
Whether I like my neighbor or not, they want to be as safe as I want to be. We all want to be safe. Everybody wants Flint cleaned up. That should be something that we all want. There should be, I mean, we want the water fixed. We want clean water. We want clean, affordable water. Those
Yeah.
are things that we ought to be able to agree on, and be respectful enough of each other to say, we're going to work on this goal. This
Mhm.
goal for us to have clean water, this goal for us to be safe, this goal to clean up our city should be bigger than some of the personal stuff that comes up. We need to say, and those are the distractions that keep us from coming together and being strong and
Mhm.
moving things forward. And
Mhm.
and like you said, there's so many of them, and it'll get you off track. It will
Mhm.
get you off track, and that's where a lot of people want us to be, off track,
Absolutely.
as we
Absolutely.
continue to lose our city, as we
Absolutely.
continue to see nothing being built up on the north side, as we continue to see those same kinds of things happening on the east side, as we continue to see it, street lights out and it's dark and you're scared, as you continue to see trash piling up and piling up. Though, I mean, it's just some of this doesn't seem like rocket science. It just
Mhm.
doesn't. It seems like common sense.
Mhm. I I do want to say this to whomever is listening and whoever is watching. The smear campaigns and all of this foolishness and all of this negativity and all of that is going on, um, on Facebook, outside of here, just wherever, with all of this hatred and this, we have enough of that going on, right?
Hmm.
We absolutely have enough of that going on. And the one thing that I do know is that things aren't like they used to be. We can't agree to disagree anymore without it being a fight, without it being something.
Hmm.
We we are showing these children that we're complaining about, that we're complaining, that's tearing up the city and doing all these things. But what do they have to look at? This is what they're seeing.
Right.
They're seeing all of this foolishness right here that we're doing.
That we're doing.
And we're arguing, we're bickering, we're throwing all these things out, we're calling people out their name. They're seeing men threaten women and all of these other things over politics is the craziest shit in the world to me.
Hmm. Right.
Really don't even understand it. And I am just saying that to say, if you want all of this stuff to stop, then you got to stop showing these kids this bullshit that you're doing.
Hmm.
And
Hmm.
you want this to stop. It's so much. And I've just seen so many things and I've heard so many things. Listen, I done got called out my name so many times, it makes my head spin. And you know what's so crazy? It's not even women that's talking to me like that. That's the crazy
Uh-huh.
part about it.
Okay.
We have dropped the ball on just being human, on just
Right.
having morals. We have dropped the ball. And
Hmm.
we expect for people like you and Sheldon Neely to uphold these things and have some morality, right? But then when the leaders don't have it, and then the people that are following the leaders that don't have it, and then these children are not going to have it, who's going to have it? Who, at what point are we going to have it? Here's my thing. We can fix all of these things, but if y'all don't get y'all head in the game, we gonna lose it. What's the point of having
We're gonna lose it.
head in the game?
We're gonna lose it, and we
We're
lose
gonna lose
everything.
it. We
Right.
are.
We
We have
are.
to learn how to agree to disagree. Let me tell you this. I'm just share this. I've seen so many people talk so bad about Winters Hall. I don't even know her. Let me just be clear. I don't know her. Never met her. Don't know her at all. But I've seen so many people talk so bad about her because she changed her mind. What happened in the world that decided that you can't change your fucking mind? What happened? When did that happen? When did it happen that I gotta call you out your name and I gotta talk so bad about you because you changed your fucking mind?
Because
What?
you changed it.
Was that a thing?
Hmm. Hmm.
I agree with Sheldon Neely at one point. Now I don't. And when did it become a thing where we talk so bad about people because they apologize? That lady put a public apology
And
out
I
to you.
appreciated it. I appreciated it.
I
And you
don't
know
even know
what?
her, and I appreciate it. But we talk so bad about her
Right.
because she changed her mind. She's not the only one that changed their mind. And that's what we do. We gonna condemn her and make her feel like shit because she changed her mind and she
Hmm.
apologized. that is the most insane and inhumane thing to me. And I think
And I,
that
and that was I and I thought it was wonderful. I thought it was a wonderful
I
thing to do. It
do
was a strong thing to do. Because if we can't come together and say, you know, I wish I hadn't done this. I was wrong. And the other person can't be big enough to say, let's sit down and talk. I mean, if
absolutely.
we can't come together, especially, and I'm just gonna say as some black women, I
Yeah.
thought it was wonderful. And that's what we need to do. And a lot of people don't like to see us come together and say we can put our differences aside. In fact, we may have more in common than we ever knew. We
Right.
may actually end up liking each other. What is wrong with that?
What's wrong with that? I
What's
thought that
wrong with
was
that?
so big of her. And like I said, I don't know her.
Me too. Me
I've never
too.
even met her. I couldn't pick her out of lineup. I haven't. We're not friends on Facebook. I haven't seen her pictures. I don't know who she is. But it's so crazy because this is how I know who she is. Ain't that sad?
Hmm.
So sad. But I thought that was really big of her to
Right.
be able to put that apology out there and to be
People even took
vulnerable.
pictures. Listen, people took pictures. We were out yesterday. I'm gonna just tell you, people took pictures of us
Wow.
and put it out. I thought, okay, well, we're out here having a good time, getting to know each other and just enjoying Cinco de Mayo.
You know,
And
girl, I could have came and had a shot of Patron or something.
you should have been there.
Invite,
We had
invite me.
should have been there with us. It was a good time, but
I
to
know
have people come and say, "I'm gonna take a picture of you."
that's a shame.
I mean, and that's the level we have come to. And that's what keeps us apart. And that's what many people want to see is us fighting and calling each other names, not giving people second chances,
Absolutely.
all of those kinds of things. How do
God,
I how
God
do
of
I keep not just the black community, but I want these black women, I don't ever want them to be friends. I don't want you to straighten up another queen's crown. Let it fall and then stomp on it.
isn't that crazy?
Yes.
I'm reaching out to catch it. And if I see it crooked, I'm gonna say, hey, hold on, let me straighten this out, girl. There you go.
Mhm. Right.
Listen, I'm on that. I don't think that we should be that. I don't think that
Right.
here's the thing for me. I don't meet a stranger. I really don't. That's always been my personality.
Mhm.
I don't meet a stranger. But I think us in this community of Flint, not just as black women, but as women, period, just as constituents of Flint and all that we have gone through, we need to be more solid with each other. Period.
Right. I
It
agree.
doesn't matter what color, what race, what nothing. Because listen, God is a God of second chances. I don't care
That's right.
what you call the God you serve, but God is a God of second chances. And
Mhm.
if God allows me to have a second, a third, or fourth. Hey, listen, because I can tell you, listen, I done took Jesus to some places, baby.
Right.
Listen,
Exactly.
that my mother will be
Exactly.
shame of. I
And you said, I'm glad you're the only one know I'm here, Jesus.
you know
But
what
and he
I'm saying?
gave you another chance.
But God is a God of second chances. And He has
Right.
given me a fifth and a sixth and a seventh and an eighth and a ninth and a tenth. And we can't give each other one, just one.
No.
He has unlimited chances for us. We disappoint him every single day, but he
Hmm.
still chooses to love us every day. He still chooses to wake us up sometimes, right? It's
You
not
know,
everybody's story, but it is. And I
right.
think that is the energy that we need to be having for each other in Flint, right? Well, we can't move each other forward like this.
Right. And we can't because I've had people say, why would you even talk to this person?
Yeah,
Like, uh, because we all deserve a second chance and people
absolutely.
can truly be sorry. And maybe I had learned something as well.
Yeah.
And if we're trying to move forward, we have to have those opportunities where we sit down with each other and talk with each other and have those kinds of conversations. Because, like I said, get to know each other and you find out that you may just have more in common than you actually thought, and you can end up being friends.
And
And I
listen,
think,
I appreciate you. I appreciate you for being the woman that you are to be able to accept that and to accept her apology and to even sit down with her and talk to her and be able to just be in the room with her. Because there's so many people that just hold so many grudges, right? And will feel the same way you do. other people do, and
Right,
say,
right.
I'm not giving her another chance to backstab me. But here's the thing. What doesn't come out in the wash will come out in the rinse. So if you have an agenda about it, oh, it's gonna come out. You can hide it as long as you can, but a leopard don't change its spots.
Right.
So if that's your agenda to just get in and do something sideways and crazy like that, God also pointed that out. We gotta let that stuff happen. We gotta let people be who, and sometimes we just gotta meet people where they are,
Where
right?
they are.
And give them an opportunity to rectify the situation, right?
Yeah.
What is wrong with that? I don't even understand it. I'm sorry. I know I went off somewhere else,
And I don't want it to be like
that was the
I
elephant
was
in the room.
perfect either. So it's good to have everything isn't just a one-way street. It's like I never said I was perfect when I was there. I
Yeah,
knew I wasn't, but
yeah,
I was having a conversation today with somebody, and I was saying that every day I got up, I was getting up with on my mind, what can I do for the people of Flint? What is it we need to go after? And I wanted to always make the best decisions. Do I succeed every day? No, but that was the mindset I went out there with
yeah,
every single day that I went into City Hall is what can I do to
yeah,
make us better?
yeah.
What can I do to move the city forward? And how do we make those things happen? And it's going to take and if you're not willing to sit down and have those kinds of conversations, we don't move forward. We stay separated. We stay angry with each other. We stay in that place where I don't like them. I don't like her. I don't like you. And we focus on that instead of how do we move Flint forward? And that's what we're here. And, especially if you're trying to be in an elected position, that's what you should be about is how do we move the city forward and what's best for the people.
Yeah. So
Yes.
again, I'm so sorry I went on that, but that was the
That's
elephant
okay.
for me because I know, you see people in the chat in the comments or whatever, and I happened to see her there, and again, I don't know her. Let's get together one day. Let me meet. I don't even know. Can we get together and meet? Because I don't even know who you are. But I just like I needed to say that. Not trying to I'm just trying to be on her behalf because I don't know her. I listen, hand on stack of Bibles. I do not know her at all. But I think that needed to be said just on her behalf because I just think people talk so crazy about her, and I'm like, we don't know this lady. Not even only that, we don't know who her family is. It's things like that make things happen out in the street.
Right.
People take that stuff to the street because they feel
right.
like they feel away.
Right.
They feel away.
They feel away.
And they try to protect their people, right? I know I got some people that feel like that about me.
That's
so
right.
I wouldn't want that to happen for anybody else, right? I just had to put that out there because I just know that and that was just it was on my heart to say that. So I listen. I'm sorry. Back to the city.
What?
To the city of Flint.
Yeah.
I do honestly appreciate you even coming on here to talk to me because I like that you're very genuine when you talk to people, right? And I know we all have to have discernment when we're talking to people and when we're getting to know people or whatever. But I think that literally if people would take all that crap out and just really just talk to somebody and get to know them, you know what bag they're coming out of. You know what time they're out of. You can take that temperature that way. And I think that's what we need to do when we are electing officials and we are putting them in these spots. And I say all the time, I say, hey, y'all got to vote better. The leadership,
we do.
The power is in the local, and y'all drop the ball because the local.
We've got to vote better. We've got to vote better. That's right.
And here's the thing: if you do something, let's be clear. Let's be honest, Dr.
Okay, let's hear it. Let's hear it.
If there was something that you didn't like, I'd be like, "Now listen here, like Dr. Listen, we done talked. I feel like we friends now.
Right,
I like that." Tanya Burns can tell you that. I'd be like, "Now, Tanya, listen. Now that was some bullshit. Now what?
Well,
what you say that?" But the thing that I appreciate is that I can come to her and I can talk to her like that. And she talk back to me, and whether I agree with it,
you can have a conversation about it. Right.
Art Woodson, same way. Art is very opinionated on where he is, but he also he does his fact checking and all of that. And sometimes I don't like all the things that he says, and I go to him and I say, "Hey, listen, come on." But We agree to disagree and we move on. But I think that is the way that we need to be going forward. And that's how we need to hold you accountable. And we have
Right.
to hold Sheldon Neely accountable. And we have to hold city council accountable. Just like that. And we got to
Just like
show
that.
up for
And
those.
don't stop there now. Don't stop there. State
The
representative, state
state rep,
senator, governor,
governor,
it goes all the way. Right. We
everybody,
need to
all the way
hold
to
them
the
accountable.
top.
And you said it. Be wise with your vote.
Absolutely. We do. We do. We have to. And I think that they should, and I think that they should do that with you as well. For those people that
Mhm.
didn't like you or they didn't know anything about you, they should also do their research. They should see the work that you put down and see the work that you did. And they should do that is exactly with him as well. And weigh it out.
Mhm.
Find it out if that's the case, if that's what you have to do. Because listen, that's what I do. Because I'm not in that political. So when I got into this and started doing this, when people were asking me to do that, that's what I had to do. I had to pro and con it out. I had to really look,
Right.
see the work was done and pro and con it out, right? And then talk about it and say, I
What
didn't
we
like
should. That's what we should do.
that's what I did. I didn't
Right.
think about all of the other stuff. I had to pro and con it out and see what it is and see where it laid and where the balance was at. And I think that's what we have to do moving forward with the state rep
Mhm.
that's getting ready to go on. Also, you, everybody,
Right.
everybody, especially if we are going to move our city forward. We have to worry about us first, and then we got to spread it out. But we got
I
to make it
agree.
first.
Right.
Yeah,
Right. And that's what we should be. That's what I'm here for. If I didn't think I could not do that, I wouldn't be running again. It's time to move
absolutely.
the city forward. It's like you said, there's a lot of unfinished business and there's some new business. And there's
Yeah,
some new business. It's not just unfinished, but there's some new business that needs to be addressed as well. And that's what I'm looking forward to doing. I'm just be honest.
I appreciate that. You know what? I'm sorry to everybody in here. Mickey, did you see there was a couple questions in here, but we had got to talking. I didn't want to interrupt you. There were some questions in here. I know Chris Caleb has some questions, and he asked. I think he basically asked the same thing that I asked, was where you planned on moving the city forward. What plans did you have for the city?
Hmm.
I know
Yeah.
other people said, what plans did you have for the north side?
Hmm.
Um, Tanya Burns said the crime is out of control. She just
It's
had
out of control.
an hour ago.
Right.
Um,
Exactly.
it is it's just things like this that's going on. Someone said ask her about the police presence on the north side. Um,
Hmm.
there, everybody has the same question. You
Right.
know,
I mean, because
all of these
people,
are the same.
crime is a priority in the city of Flint. We're tired of being scared. You were saying how you'd want some place for your kids and you're tired of being worried about them. I have grown kids that I'm scared for. Every
Absolutely.
time I hear about something, I know they get tired. I'm picking up my phone. Okay, where are you? I just heard. I don't enjoy living like that.
Absolutely.
You're scared all the time. And that's not how we should have to live.
Yeah.
And that's why I said, and it's a shame to me that we've got $47 million sitting there to help address these issues, and it's still sitting there. It's May. It's a year later.
Yeah.
It's a year later. We should have been making some impact. That's one of the things about Flint is while there are all of these issues, it's not a great big city. You can make impact and you can start doing things. And that was why I was saying when we were talking about crime, yeah, we've talked about we don't have enough police, but we've talked about we need to embrace that technology. We need to bring it here and we need to bring more of it here. And I wasn't joking when I said, yeah, I don't know what the helicopter's done, but I know what some drones would do. I know
Absolutely.
how that would be more beneficial to seeing what's going on and less costly. We know what community policing does. We know putting those other kinds of services in place will do because sometimes those calls aren't really a police call, it's a mental health call.
Yeah.
And we need to be trained in those kinds of things and say, what is the resource that this person needs and not punish them if they need mental health services.
Mhm.
There are a lot of things that we should be doing to address crime. And like I said earlier, it's not like it's a one thing will fix it. We need to put those other kinds of things in place because you know what? Like you said, blight and crime go hand in hand. If we would clean up this city, you talked about beautification. That's important. That's
Absolutely.
important to look around and see things looking nice. That gets us here too. And we are some prideful people, and there's nothing wrong with it. And we should take pride in ourselves and our community. And those are the things that we need to be focusing on. I said it earlier, and I'll say it again. We need to brighten up this city. We need some lights. It's too dark in too many places. I mean, we pay for it. We should have that.
Absolutely.
I shouldn't say, I can't see walking down the street. I can't see driving down the street. Where are the lights?
Yeah.
And you wonder what's going on with crime and with blight.
I love the fact that you want to bring technology to the forefront, because I think we are 100 light years behind in things.
We are. We're under it as far as how we use it for safety kinds of issues. We're not where we need to be when you talk about access to information and educational issues as well. We need technology, and we need to, you talk about a digital divide. We know where that divide is, and that needs to be addressed.
Absolutely.
It needs to be addressed.
Yeah, absolutely. So I believe that was Winters that had the question. She said, we can't even unify for Juneteenth. And she said, what was your take on that?
I was, I remember that coming up last year, and I didn't like it.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't like it because I thought we should. And I know that Ms. E. Hill Deloney had been doing it for years and years and years, and we should have embraced hers and supported hers. I mean, she's been leading the charge for over 45 years, 46 years, and she has put her heart and soul in it. And it's so interesting to me because she's been doing it all of this time, and now all of a sudden everybody's discovered it. Juneteenth has been here. It's been here. And so we need to lift up what's there. And we need to celebrate and help the people that came before us and put those things in place so we would even have Juneteenth Day and people be aware of what is going on. So I think it's bad that we can't unify against that. I participated, but I've always participated in Ms. Deloney's Juneteenth when she does her celebration.
Absolutely.
And I'm going to continue to support her.
And how beautiful would that be to see all of those, and how beautiful and big and
couldn't that be beautiful?
It would be so beautiful.
But they don't want you and I to get along, so
Well,
I mean, and that's the bad thing.
Yeah, well,
but we need to come together, and that's another thing. I'm running for mayor.
Absolutely.
How do I look if I don't try to reach out to people? Absolutely. If I don't say, let's sit and talk. Let's try to move forward. Let's not always look in the rearview mirror. Let's see, okay, how do we just move forward? Because we can if we try in many cases. I'm not saying in all cases, but in many cases. And we need to be about that in the city of Flint. And that's how we get more. When people see us moving together and coming together and being strong together and being a voice together and advocating and speaking up and saying, we're not going to let you do this to us, but we need to be together to be able to do that. And so it benefits a lot of other people to keep us separate, to keep us fighting, to keep us unfocused. So those are my thoughts about that.
And I think that's the thing that we should be looking at too. Because I say this all the time. History has shown us we have the blueprint.
Right.
We have the blueprint on what to do, but now we can tweak it to make it better.
Exactly. We sure can, and we should.
We have to do it.
That's what we should do.
What we need to do. I know that you have another engagement.
I know, but and
we can
are we going to do this again?
We can definitely do this again. Give me a date, and we can definitely do it again.
If I gave you a date right now, I'd be in trouble. They told me, they said, you need to stop trying to schedule yourself. You just mess stuff up. You double book and triple book. And
I'm going to talk to who I need to talk. I know who I need to talk to.
You know who you need. You know it, but we will. Because I have been wanting to talk to you. I have been, like I said, when I saw you, I said, I've seen you and I have enjoyed watching you. So I was excited. I was truly disappointed when we had the technical
y'all
issue.
proud of me? I didn't even cuss that much today. I didn't even cuss that much today. Usually, hey, F-bombs going out of here. I'll be on it.
Hey, look, it didn't stop me from coming, did it?
I know some of the church people be like, Lord, listen to her. She kind of crazy.
We're gonna pray for her.
Listen, I'm yet working.
That's right. We are all a work in progress. We're just in different parts of the track.
it's so crazy. I ain't even cussed that much. And I just want to address this. Listen, Terrence, I seen your questions. I usually answer questions like that, but you had the same question over and over again, and she answered that a couple times. I see you came on here under another name, and she answered it already. I wasn't going to ask her that again, so I didn't want to just continue to go into that. You said water, water, water. She talked about that a few times. I wasn't going to keep going into that, so I hope you go back and watch the replay.
We're not going to forget about it, right? No, we're not going to forget about that. We can't, because people want us to, and we're not going to forget about it.
Absolutely.
Right. Yeah.
So go back, rewatch it.
Count on that. Count on that. That's some unfinished business.
Absolutely. And continue to watch her and continue to see that the action that she puts in, continue to see how she talks about it. Because even though she talked about it right here with me, the going forward, we have to see if she's going to be about it, right? So I could ask her that over and over again till I'm blue in the face, but now we're going to have to see the work put into action. Correct? That's it. I think that's what we need to go. And I think that's how we have to look at it going forward. We have to see the work that you're putting in. We have to see the things that you're talking about and see how you're going to make those come into fruition, just like you did before.
And I can't do it by myself. Really. Absolutely. I need people's support. I need people's support. You know, we have to help each other make the city better. But I promise I'll be a strong voice for the people. I'm not going to stop fighting for the people because I love Flint. I love Flint, and Flint deserves better, and I'm ready to help make it better.
So here's the promise to everybody that's watching. What we can do next time, because you want to come back on, and next time we come on, we will engage a little bit more with everybody. But I really wanted to get to know you and talk to you about something because I have not gotten to, and I really appreciated that. So maybe we can get together. I know who I need to get with.
Okay.
They can take.
I appreciate it.
They can take some pictures of us next time, right? And put them up. I'm gonna tell them, get behind me, get in my face, and take the picture. Listen, don't sneak take my picture. Take it in my face.
Smile. I'll take it and post it myself.
Listen, that's all I'm saying. Listen, come on, send it to me so I can post it, right? But we definitely have to do that.
There you go.
And then we'll engage a little bit more, because I usually do engage pretty much so with everybody that's on. We'll engage a little bit more. We'll ask questions. So I need everybody that's watching right now to get your questions together and let's go forward. Let me be clear on something though. I'm not going into the stealing money. I'm not doing that. I'm not interested in that. If y'all still interested in that, I need y'all to research it somewhere else and talk about it somewhere else. I personally don't want to do that. So that's why she didn't say it. I said it. I ain't reading that shit. I'm telling you that right now. I'm not reading it. So ask another question. We moving forward. I'm not doing that. So I'm not reading that shit. Dr. Weaver, I'm not reading that shit. I'm telling you right now. I'm not reading that. I'm not asking that. But
we addressed it.
Yes.
Right at the beginning.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So with that being said, do you have last words for everybody? Because I know you have another engagement.
You know what? Really, I'm glad. Thank you. Let me say thank you for having me. Thank you for having me on here, and being patient with the issues that we were having before. I was glad to come back, and I like having opportunities to talk with the people. This is how people get to know you and get to know what you're about and what you want to do. So that's why I said no, I would come back. So I do. I thank you for the opportunity. I'm looking forward to the next time we get together, because there will be another time that we get together. And I'm just asking people, like I said, I'm asking for your support. I'm running for mayor. I want you all to vote for me, but I can't do it by myself. And we have to move forward together, because that's how we're going to make things better in the city of Flint. And Flint deserves better. Thank you.
So welcome. Jaleel, are we on different screens? If no, we're on from different sides. No, we're not. I can see you. I can see your questions. I can see everything. I don't think so. It says that you're on Facebook. So if you're on Facebook or on YouTube, all of the comments will come up there. So I can't see them, Jaleel. So with that being said, I have absolutely. This has been a pleasure for me to do this with you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you coming on and sitting with Lou all loud, cussing me.
I enjoyed it. It was a good way. It was a good Friday.
It was a good Friday. It was a great Friday. I have tell Dr. Weaver, what God has for her, no one can take away. That is absolutely right. Absolutely right. I
Okay.
just want to let you know that I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I appreciate your voice. I appreciate the things that you did that you weren't able to get finished. And I appreciate that you intend on coming back to finish those things out as well as doing
Yeah.
some things coming up. I look
Right.
forward to seeing those things. I can look forward to even hearing even more and seeing even more. If there is anything that I can do, please let me know. If there's anything that
I
A10 New
will.
Media Group can do for you, let me know. You have a platform. Whenever you want to come, if you want to come on and just talk and shoot the shit or whatever you need to do, you are always welcome here. You just let me know. You are always welcome here. I appreciate you so very much.
Thank
I
you.
absolutely. And
Thank you.
she has my number, so you can call me anytime.
Oh, yeah. Somebody just said Happy Mother's Day. That's right. It's going to be Mother's Day. Let's
Absolutely.
celebrate Mother.
And that's exactly what
Okay.
I'm ready.
Thank you.
Happy Mother's Day to you.
Me
You
too.
enjoy your
You as well.
weekend. I look forward to talking
Okay.
to you again. Bye.
I do too. Thanks.
Thank
Bye.
you so much. Hey, y'all. Thank you for tuning in. Make you didn't leave me out, did you? No, okay. I appreciate you all for tuning in. I thank you so much for coming in. I promise you we're going to get back on and I will have all of these questions just like I did before. Oh, wait a minute. It's two of me. Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all. I appreciate everybody coming in. I appreciate everybody talking with me. I appreciate everybody putting your comments in. I know I didn't read everybody's questions and comments today. I really just wanted to kind of get some things out and let you hear some things, right? But I promise you, when she comes back on, I will make sure that we engage wholeheartedly with you all. So, like I said, get your questions together. Get your comments together, do all of that, and make sure that you come back and so she can answer those questions for you. And I was serious about that. Oh shit, I'm not doing that for real. You got a question? Okay, me, come on, let's do it.
Michael Clark said he's going live in a little while.
Michael,
we're gonna put it in the A10 and share it. I'm gonna share it to my page.
Absolutely, make sure you share it with us. You're about to go to clack back. What? Mickey showing his skills. I know, right? Look at me, got me on two screens. Hey. I'm feeling all presidential, right? It's two of me. If it was two of me, y'all, it'd be hell for y'all. Just let me tell y'all that. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Listen, I appreciate y'all. Hey, Winters, I was dead ass when I said let's meet. I would love to meet you. Right. I would love to meet you and talk to you. And that I know I said some things about you today on your behalf. Not that I just think that nobody should be treated like that. I don't care what happened. Nobody should be treated like that. So I appreciate you being big enough to even address the situation and apologize and things like that. So, hey, get at me. Let's go sit down and kick it or whatever. I would love to meet you. Thank you for having the heart and the humility that you did to even do that. So that's what's up. Right. Jaleel, peace, God. What's going on? I appreciate you coming on. Michael Clack, what's up? Clack, I ain't calling you by your government. What's going on? Becky Brown, Kathleen King, Brenda Boyd, hello to you all. Chris Caleb, Belinda Love, everybody that joined in. I don't remember everybody was on there, but I appreciate you. I appreciate y'all for rocking with me like y'all do every week. Y'all so great. Y'all so dope. Big T, I appreciate you. Cynthia Hayes, I appreciate you. Y'all so dope to me. I appreciate it. Do it in June when I get out of Facebook jail. Yeah, got you. Belinda Love said she is Facebook. Yeah, she is Facebook.
Next time I'm gonna send it to YouTube.
Oh yeah, you didn't send it to YouTube this time? I sent it to YouTube. Oh, okay. You said I robbed a bank? Oh no. Wait, well, who want to rob a bank? When to start? I can't do no time.
Am I saying it right?
Trinell Connor. Neil, thank you for joining us. Nikki, hey. I appreciate y'all. Michelle Merritt. Thank you so much. Tanya Burns, you my girl in the bag of pearls, girl, I appreciate you. Oh, so Freddie B, you my man, 100 grand. You already know. So Tanya, I did get your text. I was at work. I had audits today. I didn't get a chance to text you back. I apologize, but I got your text. I'll call you. We'll get it or call me. But I appreciate y'all like more than you know. Y'all really just make my heart feel good when y'all come and rock with a player like that. Y'all, because y'all don't have to do it, and I appreciate you. If any of you are mothers out there, I just want to extend a very happy Mother's Day to you all. I love y'all. I hope you enjoy your day. Listen, so if the kids cook for you, I hope it's edible. If they take you out to dinner, I hope the line's not long, right? I hope they buy you something that you can use. If y'all like me, let me tell y'all what I want for Mother's Day. To be left the hell alone, okay? I just want to chill and just do whatever it is that I want to do. They can call me, they can FaceTime me, do it in the morning, right? And then after that, just let me be. I'm good. I'm good. I just want to chill. Like real shit. I just want to chill. So I hope that y'all get whatever it is your heart's desire because you all need it. Brenda Boy, I need you to call me. I tried to call you. You lost my number. Oh, you lost my number? It's 810. You got it? You gonna put it in the chat? Mickey gonna put it in the chat for me, but I'm gonna say it out to you. He gonna put it in the chat. It's 810-447-3454. Call me anytime. 3454. Jaleel, peace, God. You know I appreciate you always. You always show up to the party. I appreciate you for always pulling up.
That's you, right?
You are very yes, that's me right there. Yes. Yes. So he put it in the can you pin it? I can pin it. I got it. I'm gonna pin it.
Okay, from the Queen showed up. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers that's in the chat.
I love y'all so hard. To all the guys out here, to all the fellas, make sure y'all tell your mothers and your aunts and your grandmothers if they're still here with you, right, and whoever, happy Mother's Day. And even if they're not here with you, you know they're here with you in spirit. So always bless the ancestors. I know y'all see altar right here. I always bless the ancestors here, and I got my grandma and them here, and I always make sure that I bless them. So y'all make sure that y'all do that as well. That might not be for you, however that is for me, and I make sure that I extend my greetings and my blessings to them all the time, you know, and I do whatever I can to make them proud. And I hope that I'm making y'all proud too, to say that I am a constituent of Flint, and I hope y'all proud to have me here speaking, talking my shit. You got a question? Go for it. What's up?
You ain't got me over in this witchcraft stuff.
Mickey.
No.
Mickey.
I'm just
Mickey.
saying.
Please don't start your shit right today. You done been over here 1,000,003 times, and you're safe.
But you, I didn't act up. I showed. Because you know I wanted to talk to you too. You just cut me out.
Mickey, you was over there. Listen, y'all, Mickey was walking around his house and all kind of stuff. He wasn't doing nothing. Yes, time. Donate and keep the podcast moving forward. Right. Belinda Love, thank you so much for saying that. Please, y'all, donate. Mickey, put that in the chat. He got it in the chat. Please donate to the keep us moving forward. Y'all see this? I had to buy a new MacBook and everything like that. My other one went out. I had to buy a new MacBook. This shit ain't cheap.
Listen, I've been typing and didn't even have a thing.
Oh Lord, Mickey is doing so great with his equipment. We got a lot of things coming forward. Like we're like now that some of the restrictions are up, I know that it's that. Listen, so let me just say this: COVID is still real and it's still out here. However, we are gonna put together some things so that we can get together and we can see each other's faces a little bit, right? So keep us in mind and make sure you look out for that. We're gonna make sure we do some of that. We're gonna make sure that Belinda Love, I love you for even saying that. Thank you so much. I'm gonna get with Clack and see what he want to do. You know, he has his nonprofit that's coming up, right? And he's gonna be doing things with that. So we gotta make sure that we should.
Right. I put it in there right. It's in the chat, right.
You gotta put the $sign in front of it. Oh, okay. He said I ain't telling him that, y'all. We're gonna get it together. He yet working. He learning. I'm gonna work with him with that. Hold on, I can put it in there. Bear with us, y'all. I'm gonna put it in there. You talk to him, Mick, while I'm doing this. You talk while I'm doing this.
My water and stuff. And let him talk and let him. I wanted to let Weaver know I'm a supporter. You know, but that's cool. On the next one.
Mickey ain't even say nothing.
I know y'all was having such a great one. I didn't want to come in. This Mother's Day coming up without coming in and talking, mess it up.
Really, Mickey?
Yeah, I might have messed it up.
You know what, y'all? He might have. You know, Mickey Mickey cuss. Mickey do a whole lot of stuff. Y'all think I cuss? This sucker right here, you get him going. Boy, oh boy. I'm telling you. But listen, so we got Juneteenth coming up, right? Got Mother's Day coming up. Y'all make sure y'all support Mother Deloney and her Juneteenth. She has been putting it on for a long, 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 long time. So I just want y'all to make sure that y'all are supporting her with doing that. Dewan Robinson is helping her with that. He always does. So y'all make sure that y'all support. House of Esther. Let's not forget House of Esther. Tanya Burns talked about that. It came up at one of the council meetings. House of Esther is looking for support and trying to keep their program running for young women and children. There's so much about the program that they do. We're gonna have to have Tanya Burns back on to talk about it, and we're gonna also have some the people representing the House of Esther. I don't know their names, but I want to make sure that they come on as well, and they get to talk about it. So hopefully we can get something and put something together to help them get that back, because we need that in the city, right? These young ladies need something. So something that they can go to and they can have a help outlet for them and the babies. Right here on the north side, right? So we need to make sure that the House of Esther is being supported. And so let's all come together and get together and love on the people of House of Esther, and make sure that they are still relevant and prevalent in the city. Let's see. Brenda Boyd said she was so disrespected last year. If you're talking about Mother Deloney, you're absolutely right. Belinda Love said House of Esther is a great opportunity for our community. I wholeheartedly agree. Jalil said, I'm with Mother Deloney, but we should only do one parade that respects Mother Deloney's works along with the newcomers. Absolutely right. I think that they all should put their pride aside and work together. I think that was the best way to do things. Okay, go ahead.
There's only one person playing like that.
You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Yeah, and no worries. I get that. I wholeheartedly understand that. And you are absolutely right. I also want to give out the shout out to Art Woodson. That's my POC, my PIC, my partner in crime there. We were on 1420 at 5:00 on Fridays, and we're gonna be doing that again coming up. So make sure y'all listen to us. We'll make sure we stream it, but we will be on 1420 at 5:00 on Fridays. Cole Lewis said House of Esther is wonderful. The ladies of our community really need this. Absolutely right. And Nicole, hello, how are you? Happy Mother's Day. I miss you. Michael Clack said $250,000 for a park, but nothing for young women. Child, listen, I'm right there with you. Wow. He said, I know there were 2 different pools of money, but still sounds terrible. Absolutely sounds terrible. It's crazy. It's absolutely a travesty. It's so silly. Well, yeah, it's absolutely terrible. Well, Clack, I know you getting ready to go on. Make sure you put it on a A10 News Media Group page. Listen, y'all, I love y'all like so hard. Y'all are so dope to me. Y'all just really be rocking with a player. Eva said they'll never own it. Woo, child. Evil.
Did you see her video before you go up? Did you see that little news?
I was about to go out, but y'all done made me come on back in. Hold on. Let me cross my legs. I was about to go out. Y'all made me come on back in. Now listen here. Listen. So, y'all know I got a little ADD, right? I was watching council, and child, listen. I was too through with the whole ghetto. Oh, don't get ghetto. Clark said, don't get ghetto in his evil voice. Listen.
Let me ask you a question.
Okay, ask me a question, because child.
What was more sickening? That the blacks, that it was one who second, like it wasn't that wrong, she said?
Yes. Yeah. Yes. Brenda Boyd said, So Kathleen King said, let's talk. Girl, let's talk. Belinda said she heard her say that. Brenda Boy said you need to tell her, come on. It will be a chance for her to clear the air. You know what? Absolutely. Eva Worthing, as I said to everybody, this is open. It's an open platform. I'm not discriminating against anybody that's coming on. I don't. I'm not discriminating. However, I really, really would like for, if you come on, I would appreciate if you came on, but I want you to come on and be real with me. Don't come on with the trying to, you ain't got to do that with me. I'm just be honest with you. You ain't got to do that with me. If you feel how you feel and you say, I said what I said, I respect that. No, you don't have to do all that other. I can respect that because there's some things that I say and I'm like, I said what I said. I'm not taking that shit back. And if that's how you feel, then you do that. However, but I just want to say this. As a teacher, you're a teacher. And you said, hold on, because I don't want to misquote her. 2 seconds, y'all. I don't want to misquote her. I don't want to misquote this lady. Hold tight. 2 seconds. I definitely don't want to misquote her. Because she said, let's get on under my breath. She said she felt threatened. Sophisticated. Oh, y'all, hold on. Let me see what she said. Woo! Hold on, y'all. Oh, Lord. Mickey, I wish you would read this for me, but you over there. Mickey, can you come talk for me? Just come talk for me. Just talk for a little while.
I'll read it for you.
So, hey, did y'all even read that? What came up at M Live? Did y'all read it? Somebody throw in the chat and said if y'all said it. If y'all read it? Did y'all read it? Students under her solution to danger. Listen, so Chris Caleb said, and a black porter supported her appeal is unbelievable. Child, listen. And got mad because I posted. What she get mad for? She ain't got to get mad. Listen, yes, a black person supported it. What? Y'all, what? Oh, I got to look at the other camera. What? Really? Yeah. Y'all, I was so tore down from that. I said, listen. Yeah, I always say one unity, right? But this is how I feel about it. Listen, that lady that black person could have spit in my face, and it probably wouldn't have hurt me as much as you know what? I'm lying. Don't spit on me. She probably could have slapped me in my face, and not hurt me as much as that second did. I'm like, what? That is so crazy to me. But she said that she's very sorry for her choice of words. I'm trying to, a knee-jerk reaction. She said it was a knee-jerk reaction. Let's break down knee-jerk reactions. Knee-jerk reaction for me is if somebody says something crazy to me, and I'm going to be honest with you because this is a word sometimes I use when I get that bad. Motherfucker, what? See, that's a knee-jerk reaction, right? My choice of words sometimes is a knee-jerk reaction. I probably would cuss you out, but let me tell you what I'm not going to do. I'm not going to say I didn't say it. I'm not going to say none of that. It probably want to be, I'll be like, you know what? I'm not sorry for what I said. I'm sorry about how I said it. That's probably what, that would be what I said. Because I meant what I said. 9 times out of 10, I meant what I said. Knee-jerk reactions for me is not what I said, it's how I say it. Sometimes with me, it's my tone, right? Because sometimes I get a little, I get a little, I be having a little too much hot sauce in my throat sometimes. I will wholeheartedly admit that. But you said that was a knee-jerk reaction to say don't get ghetto to a black lady. I'm going to just tell you what that says to me. That, for me, that says that you say that shit all the time. For me, that means that you say that type of shit all the time, right? That's what that means to me. It was a knee-jerk reaction because those words should have never been a knee-jerk reaction if in your words, you never talk like that. You never say that. That should have never been a knee-jerk reaction. If that saying that was a knee-jerk reaction, what else do you say, Eva? What other words you use, Eva? Because that ain't no knee-jerk reaction. A knee-jerk reaction is saying, don't get loud, or you all are always arguing, or something like that. But saying, don't get ghetto, that's a knee-jerk reaction. Baby, please. That ain't no knee-jerk reaction. That's some shit you say all the time. Now, listen, I may be messing up you coming on the show because I said that, but I said what I said. That ain't no damn knee-jerk reaction. You say that all the time. What else is it that you say, Eva? Because if you felt comfortable enough to say that, ain't no telling what else you feel comfortable to say that with. But let me tell you this, ma'am. Be careful how you talk to people. Be careful what you say to people. Sitting on city council ain't gonna always save you from getting your ass Will Smith smacked. I ain't saying that would happen for me, but some people don't take kindly to that type of stuff. I'm just trying to help you, lady. I'm just trying to help you. Maybe save you a few teeth. I'm just trying to help you. I'm just trying to understand how that is a knee-jerk reaction. Let me tell y'all something. That is I'm gonna be totally honest with you, that is, out of everything that I read in that, I know I say this all the time. That's all you got from that? Yes, that's all I got from that. Because I couldn't get past her saying it was a knee-jerk reaction. Do y'all understand what a knee-jerk reaction is? A knee-jerk reaction is if you hit your foot, you know how you hit your pinky toe on the end of the bed, you shit! That's a knee-jerk reaction. That's a knee-jerk reaction. And for you to say you felt threatened, what did she say to make you feel threatened, ma'am? What? And if you feeling threatened is saying something like that to her, what else do you say when you feeling threatened? What? I don't know. I got lots of questions. Even more than I would love for you to come and answer them. I know I cuss a lot. It probably make you nervous. So we can do it like this. We don't have to meet face to face. You know, I don't want to make you nervous. I don't want you to feel threatened, right? I don't choose violence. I don't choose violence, just so you know. But I would love for you to come on and talk about it. And come on and talk about it with us, right? Because I'm sure all my people right here would love to hear what you had to say. I just think that y'all, some of y'all with some of these type of words, and I'm not even finna say that it's just white people. So let me say this. I would love for y'all to take that I felt threatened out of it. You're sitting on council A. Ain't nobody about to jump up and do nothing to you. So kiss my ass with the I feel threatened. Okay? Just cut it out. And let me say this. Even you ain't even there enough to be threatened. Fuck shit. You ain't there enough. Goodness gracious. Let's be clear on that. Your attendance is deplorable. Absolutely deplorable. You're not even there enough to be feeling. Y'all, listen, I know. I just went somewhere else. I was doing so good. Oh, I was doing so good. Who brought up Eva that got me all out of discombobulated? Who did that? Goodness gracious. I'm sorry, y'all. Sorry, not sorry. I'll say what I said. I mean that. She not gonna come on. You're right, Kathleen. She not gonna come on. I know. Just like Sheldon Neely's not gonna come on. I know. I get it. However, I said what I said. Somebody will tell her. Maybe Quincy's watching, but not watching, and he'll tell her because you know he spoke about the podcast too, from my understanding. I didn't watch that, but I heard. Hey, but I want to say this though. Shout out to Quincy Murphy for the free publicity. You my dog for that, right? Thank you, appreciate you, King. What you got to say about that?
Did you hear that contradicting brother? I almost said the N-word.
I
caught myself right there.
I did.
Did you see how he said he wasn't going on no podcast because you get on there, they had you talking about somebody?
I ain't know how you talking about nobody. That's your choice. I ain't jumping in your throat. I come on.
Then he run the Channel 12 or was it 25 and got on there and talked about it.
Ooh, child. Ooh, call it out, me. Call it out, me.
I mean, not that nag. I mean,
Call it off. Come
Shut
on.
up. I ain't saying nothing else about it. Done. He might have us in court and have this whole thing shut down.
Listen. All right.
I can't go in front of him.
Listen, I said thank you for the free publicity.
I did, but did you see? He didn't really want to give it, though.
He gave it, so thank you. Listen.
He didn't want to give it, though, but he ran to Channel 12. Was that 5 or 25? One of them he ran to and dropped that dime. He dropped that dime on Eric. He is the worst, but didn't want to come to the chilling circuit.
Didn't want to come to the chilling circuit.
Right, maybe we can get about 1,000 views if we come on here.
Chilling circuits matter too.
He think it don't. He shot us down, but ran right there to Channel 25 and told on there.
That's all good.
I don't think
Shout out to Eric Mays. That's my dog.
Shout out to him.
Shout out to Eric Mays. Eric Mays. Oh, Eric, you know what, Eric? So I watched you the other night, though. You did good. You did good, my dog. You did good, my dog. You ain't turn up.
Yeah. Did he have Eva come out and said, that wasn't Eva, but Jerry Winfrey Carter. She wanted to say, you Negro. But she came allegedly. They don't shut us down like that.
His boy Riddle is off 9:10 a.m.
He is. Lord. They need to put us on. That was I don't know what that brother was doing up there.
Y'all need to find some chitlins. We don't eat pork over here.
So no, I don't eat pork. I was just saying that's because Quincy made it like we was nothing.
We'll eat pork over here. Chris, we ain't got no pork over here. We don't eat pork over here.
I bet you come City County gonna talk about us again.
Oh, I'm sure.
I hate to be up in there when he go to talking about it. I be trying to defend the brother at times. And
you know what, y'all? That's so crazy. Here's the thing, though. I believe it say, you know, he on TikTok. Who on TikTok?
You see the first film of 6 Wars. Yeah, they
great working together.
Great work together.
Yeah.
Cause boy, them working together almost had Eva pulling out allegedly. Almost said it.
Oh Lord.
Her next step, you Negro, allegedly.
Yeah.
But you know, let me quit for Quincy come on there and say we defend, we talked about, and I don't get that brother. You know what I'm saying? I really don't. That brother had me so shit sometimes.
I'm not on TikTok, y'all. I need to go in there and watch it, though.
You gotta figure it out.
Though. Yeah. But I don't know. Yeah, this stuff is just going. She said Eric Mays is on TikTok, but this shit is going crazy, y'all. But listen, I appreciate Karen Weaver. Let me tell y'all something. Here's the thing. Mickey Jordan got pickle pig.
I ain't gonna lie. Jaleel brought me that damn. It was supposed to be a sweet. It was supposed to be a bean pie. It was tasting nothing like pig feet. And I threw it out, Jaleel. I swear that wasn't no bean pie. I know the sisters who I was getting them folk before. I quit buying when I got that last one for. I was like, damn, it's like bacon was cooked in bacon grease. Was the pan just smooth with it?
Oh my God!
Backsliding. I'm gonna call to Chicago.
Don't do him like that, man.
Said the Real Housewives of Flint City.
Man, ain't it the Real Housewives of Flint City Council? Listen, y'all. Let me say this. You know, I'm really not trying to be the one to condone foolishness because I don't. And I know I'll be having my own foolishness, and y'all condone some of mine. So. But I ain't in no leadership position. Hell, I would cut it out if I did. But listen here, you can't respect you got to respect somebody that's being them. And he just him. So, you know, I can't respect him for being nothing but himself. Now, does he need to reel it in and dial it down? Of course he does. But y'all, I'm afraid that the knob broke. He done got turned up and the fucking knob broke.
What you be dealing with when you got people steady on their line? And then upholding foolishness.
I understand. And like you said, the lawlessness is
it's
unreal.
You think Allie gonna come on here and have a conversation? I'm gonna talk with Allie come on here with you now.
Absolutely. And I have to reach out to Allie Hokenroder because for some reason no. It was on my end. Okay. Every time I sent the email to her, it wouldn't go through. It kept kicking back, and I don't have a number for her. And I should have reached out to Tanya Burns. So, Allie Hokenroder, if you're watching this, I apologize. I really did try to get in touch with you. I don't know what happened. Like I said, I had to buy a new laptop and everything. However, I wholeheartedly want to reschedule with you, so I apologize for that. That is definitely on me. So I'll try to reach back out to you.
Don't listen to the second and third ward. Ask the fourth ward. You come on, you're gonna get a fair break. I'm just saying.
Oh, absolutely.
I know it's gonna be some people.
Well, I'm sure that maybe Mr. Murphy might, Councilman Murphy might tell her don't come on or whatever. But I mean, I was fair. I was fair to Liddell. I was fair to Dennis. I was fair to Judy Priestley.
Yeah.
And she I mean, we had a good conversation. And Judy, I talked to her before and after the show. She was really nice. You know, I appreciated talking to her. So, you know.
No, I just got a bad vibe when Quincy tried to act like we were having people on here just because we might disagree with some of their political.
Thank you, Tanya. Tanya, you are so dope. You are absolutely the best. Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
Sure interviews in June. What part of June, Belinda? She said, make sure the interview. No, because I ain't like how Quincy tried to like.
Send art the link for me, bitch.
Send art.
Mm-hmm.
I got it.
Yep.
Oh, you mean, hold on, I got you. Yeah, you said, hold up, I got you.
Yeah.
You said, hold on, let me get this together. You know what I was saying? All right.
Make sure the interview is in June. I got you. I'll try to get that so you can be out. How you come in right now? June 4th, you'll be free? Okay. Got you. I need the 9 council emails. You need the 9 council emails? Tanya, is it possible that you can send me the 9 council emails so I can get it to Jaleel? Because I think he has some stuff that he wants to send you as it relates to that Hurley situation. I remember he was talking to you about that. So if you could send me that information, I can get it to Jaleel. I would greatly appreciate you. Y'all, but again, let's hey y'all, what can we do? What y'all want to do? Can we strategize and get something together and plan an event to help the House of Esther? Y'all with me? Y'all want to do that?
Right.
How y'all feel about that? Send it to me in the chat and say what we can do. What can we do? What kind of event y'all think we can put on or whatever? What y'all want to do? I got some things. Matter of fact, Tanya, I'm gonna call you. Some things I want to do. Maybe you can. Who worked for the public life? Is that Becky Brown? Becky Brown work. Becky. Is it Belinda or Becky? Yeah, that's Becky, right? Yeah. Belinda Love, right? Yeah. Okay. So listen. So I need you to reach out to me. Can you? The city need to give them that money? Absolutely. But what can we do, right? So can you put on a lottery pool? Okay. A lottery pool. All right. We could do that. But what can we do for an event to make? You know what? Never mind. I'm going to call it then. Okay. I'm going to call Tanya. I'm going to call you in a little bit and see if we can do something. I'm going to call you in a little bit because something just popped up. I think I could do something, you know? So, all right. I was there today and I need you to interview Yvonne Penn. That's what I said that early. Okay. So I need to can you send me her information so I can reach out to her? Because I can reach out to her and I can set up a date and get her on here. All right, what it do?
What up? I gotta figure out which way I am. You know what I mean? Hey, what's happening? You know,
what you got going on?
I'm in COVID restriction. You know what I mean?
Boy, y'all, Art done caught the damn virus.
I'm in Facebook jail. What you got? Filters going on my stuff, man?
Listen, y'all, listen.
You got stars and stuff, man.
You look so pretty.
Hey, is it my medication or something, man? Got little spots on here.
Oh, yeah. You better stop smoking that dank before you go.
Hey, man, I thought I'm sitting up there, man, like, what's all these little orange things moving around, man? Is it COVID?
There's a pyramids on there, that's why.
Yeah.
Hey, Winters going to say, I'm so happy to be online. You ain't never lied. You ain't never lied, Winters. I've been in Facebook jail, man. I'm on a punishment. Hey, I'm on a punishment. I'm glad y'all allowed me to come on y'all set for a minute.
Turn this camera off. He in Facebook jail and has COVID. Man, listen, that's why his ass on here and now they'll not sitting next to me.
Oh, but I can't wait, though. Hey, man, listen. We're gonna be on
I'm on here to talk to y'all for like 15 minutes. Y'all got 15 minutes for him?
Yeah, hey, they got 15 minutes. Hey, man, there's so much going on.
15 minutes. Kathleen King said she missed you.
Hey, it's so much going on, though, man. I heard you talking about, I couldn't even comment, you know what I'm saying? It was burning me up. I'm hearing y'all up here conversating and everything, you know what I mean? And I couldn't wait to come on here and talk about Eva Worthless.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey. Oh, that's where he was coming, y'all.
Hey, look, y'all. Hey, I'm going to tell y'all how God works, right? When I went down to city council to talk to them about the cancer cluster study, everybody voted to allow me 10 minutes to speak about the cancer cluster study. Now, I ain't stood up for Eva Worthless when Eric Mays got after Councilman Mays got after her, right? I stood up and I said, you know what? She has a right to speak up about the Reginald Flynn's store. She has a right to look for the statements. I stood up for her. And for you to vote against me just having 10 minutes to speak about something that's as important as the cancer cluster study, you know, it was wrong. But I ain't even say nothing about it because I knew down the road, God was going to get her, man. And guess what? He allowed her to open up her trap and say, you so ghetto. She basically said, you are a typical nigga. That's what she basically said to her. Now, say it like it is, man. Say it like it is. What do you so ghetto mean in a white community?
Oh, my Lord.
They saying you are a typical nigga.
You heard what I said? What else do you say? Because she said it was a knee-jerk reaction. And I said, what else do you say as a knee-jerk reaction? Because if that came out so easy, I know you saying something else.
And I've been telling you, hey, I've been screaming, right? Kate Fields, Alan Griggs, Eva Worthing are racist. You know, Councilman Mays has a point, but he keeps hitting them, right? Once you hit them, let them go. When they come back and do something else, hit them, let it go.
Yeah.
Don't keep going back to it throughout the whole thing. Every time they do something, you hit them, let them go. Because they learning his moves, they done learned his moves. Yeah. And they done learned how to counter his moves. So he got to come up with something new. But he keep on doing the same thing. And that's the only reason why I be saying you supposed to elevate it with your position. I ain't got nothing against Councilman Mays. He's a smart dude, man. But at the same time, he has to, you know, elevate himself along with his position. And he's a senior councilman. So he's supposed to be trying to muster up those 5 votes.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's so much stuff going on, man. And you know, I want people to know that when I come back on, don't get mad at me because I'm coming back strong. I'm coming back with some stuff. And man, y'all gonna
they feel like you listen, God rest his soul, but they feel like you the Kevin Samuels of politics.
Hey man, we got jokes today. Hey man, listen.
Too soon? Sorry.
Hey, listen, man. You know I don't care, man. Hey, listen. I like to crack jokes anyway because you know I'm gonna talk about Teddy Ruxpin as soon as I come back on. You know what I'm saying? You know who Teddy Ruxpin is? Yeah. Sheldon Nickelbag Nilly.
I already know who you was talking about.
hey, look. Hey.
Oh, you want to do it since you on here? Let's do who your jackass of the day?
Oh,
it's Friday.
It is Friday. Eva Worthing's ass. hey, look, I ain't even got my donkey. Hey, I can't. I forgot. Today is Nickelback.
Friday, so just go in.
Hey, look, listen, man. I seen I've been looking for Sheldon Neely, man. You know the helicopter. I ain't even seen it, but they said last time he was seen was in the helicopter, man, flying over the parks, passing out down keys to the city. You know what I mean? Hey, listen, y'all forgot about that one, didn't y'all? The song, You Get a Key, You Get a Key. He gave away 3 keys, man, last week. He gave away 3 keys. That doesn't make sense, man. Now he's into giving out statues now. You know what I'm saying?
What for you?
Huh? There it is. Eva. Hey, do I hear Eva? Did I hear Eva worthless?
There you go. There you
Eva jackass worthless. Hey. Hey, man. Hey, did you miss me?
Oh, he done turned into Barnell. Hey, you really get me shut down.
Hey, look. Hey, look. Hey, we're gonna need commissary in a minute. Hey, look, we're gonna need commissary. Anybody got? Hey, what do they call that? What's that, man? How they? J Pal? Is it J Pal?
Lord,
Lord,
we finna be sending pipes to get this message.
Hey, we're gonna be doing cook-ups on Facebook.
oh my goodness.
Hey, somebody break out a bag of Doritos and some beef jerky
Oh,
and ramen noodles.
Oh Lord, we gonna have to fly a kite for real.
Hey, man, no, but look, dog. Hey, I'm telling y'all, I come out of Facebook jail May the 16th. About 1 o'clock, I'm gonna be on Facebook. I'm gonna have a Facebook marathon. Y'all gonna get so tired of seeing me on Facebook May the 16th. Matter of fact, I'm gonna do a 24-hour marathon.
Woo-wee.
Because it's on and popping. You all should be ashamed of yourselves. This is a perfect example of how you can be shut down with the quickness. No, it wasn't no curse words. I do jackass of the week every week. I haven't been shut down yet for telling somebody they get jackass of the week award. They should be shut down for doing that jackashish. It's called jackashish. Jackashish stuff. You know what I'm saying? For her to say you are so ghetto, she let it roll out real easy with a smile. You know what I'm saying? That right there was so upsetting. I was sitting there listening. And then, Paul cool and everything, right? Paul cool. But let me tell y'all something that y'all didn't notice. When Councilman Mays get put out, right? They make sure that they zoom in with the cameras and show him getting put out. But when Eva Worthing was sitting up there talking mess about she was leaving and everything else, they wouldn't even put the camera on her. They wouldn't even put the camera. But hey, listen, I gotta go get my pizza, y'all.
All right, peace out.
Yes, sir. Yep. I got you. Okay, got you. Later, y'all.
All right, yeah, take them off. Yeah. Send me a text. Well, I just need 15 minutes. He was tired, y'all. He was tired of being locked up. He in his Akon voice. He was locked up. They won't let him out. He was locked up. I had to give him a couple minutes to shine. That's my guy though. That's my man, 100 grand. He a little crazy, but I love him the same. You got to meet people where they are. Jamaica Thorne said, I know you give out that joke, but I said that jokingly. Oh, ain't nobody think about art. I don't think about art. Jamaica, thank you for coming on. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I said Jamaica. I'm sorry. I said Jamaica. My bad. Oh, listen. My glasses ain't working like they should, are they, Jamaica? I'm so sorry. So, y'all, listen. Y'all are so dope to me. I can't even stress that enough for how dope y'all are. Y'all really are. I appreciate it. Y'all even put up with me letting Art come on here and talk a little mess. He said he had to go get his pizza.
Yeah.
I hope they leaving it on the doorstep for him. So they got COVID. Hell. I gotta call him and ask him that. She said Facebook jail is no joke. Man, oh my goodness gracious, they lock you up. They worse than the feds, ain't they? Goodness gracious. Mark Zuckerberg, he is not playing with y'all, is he?
We cool.
Shoot what out there for Quincy?
Quincy try to come on to it. He if he can go do
Councilman Quincy Murphy.
they ain't got to be so mad.
Mickey said, "Don't be so mad at us." Mickey said, "Don't be so mad at us. It's all love." And we extend the warm invitation as well, again, for you to come on and talk to us. Come on and join us. As you see, I don't, I ain't out here to bash nobody or nothing like that. We just want to, get to know you, see what kind of bag you're coming out of. You see, I ain't even, hot sauce in my throat when I say it or nothing, and sometimes I'll be a little turned up, but it's all love. People want to know. They want to be able to talk. So I feel like when people come on here and they talk and they see you on here, Quincy, it's just to say the things or to ask the things that they don't get a chance to ask at council, right? They don't get it. It's more than 3 minutes because that 3 minutes is not enough. And sometimes it's not in context to just to talk to you. That's right. We do not bash folks on here. We're not bashing nobody. And if I do speak about anything that on anything that maybe you don't like or whatever, I make sure it's factual. What I said about Eva, I read that on here. So shit, if it was wrong, M Live put that out on her. So hey, I'll just call it how I see it. And then I make sure that I state my opinion is my opinion, and nobody has to have the opinion that I have. Mine is mine alone, and I say what I say, and I mean it, and I stand on that. It don't make me never mind, no difference at all, whatever. But here's where I lie with that. Whatever I can say on here, I can say in your face too, and it ain't gonna be nothing. It ain't gonna be nothing harsh, and it ain't gonna be nothing all crazy. Hey, listen, we just be wanting to know what it is.
Even if our good friend Liddell want to come back,
our good friend Liddell, yeah, she want to come back on.
Why she second that?
By all means,
I would love for her to come answer that.
Our good friend Dennis Pfeiffer.
Right, we ain't seen him.
Yeah, we ain't seen him in a minute. I would like for him to come back on too. So, Brent, who said that? Brittany, you said somebody had you blocked. Who had you blocked? It ain't me, is it? I don't block nobody. Listen, that's something else. My page is so public, y'all. Y'all can go on there, write on anything. Y'all can see anything. It's an open book. Y'all see, I just pimped my phone number. I don't really care about none of that. My phone number been the same for almost 12 years. Hell, everybody probably got it at this point.
I don't care if I get on my guest. I'm calling the police.
That don't bother me. He probably don't have you. I don't know if he got you blocked, but he in Facebook jail, so he can't even unblock you if he tried. Yeah, he in Facebook jail. I'll tell him you said it though. Jaquez Jones. Hi, Jaquez. Thank you for joining. This is the first time I really been seeing your name. Hopefully, you've been on here watching for a while and you'll continue to watch. I appreciate you joining. I appreciate you. I appreciate your support. Thank you very much. Eva needs to stop blocking her constituents and grow a backbone. Child, you done said it there. But is she gonna do it? No. Why does a flag pop up on my name? Probably because you a supporter. Yeah, because you're a supporter. He done had me blocked for years. He done had you blocked for years. Let me tell him to unblock you and turn over a new leaf. Okay? I'm going to talk to him about that because we just talked about that, right? We just talked about that. We just talked about folks, turning over new leaves and being able to change. So I'll talk to him about it, right? I got you. So with that being said, hey, is there anybody else y'all want to listen? Y'all can help me reach out to these folks if y'all know them and know them personally, and they ain't really, y'all say, hey, I would like to see you come on and talk to her. Y'all go ahead and throw it out there. Send me that information. I'll talk to them because the worst they can say is no. Hell, they ain't gonna hurt my feelings. It is what it is. The worst they can say is no. And you never know unless you ask. You want to see the entire city council on the show all at once, resolve the petty conflicts. Ooh, Jaquez, child, I ain't got enough security for that. I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to hire some off-duty police officers because no, it ain't for us, but them amongst themselves. Child, listen.
I ain't breaking them no fight.
You know what? You know what? I'll try that.
I don't want nobody to get real. Get Chris Rock.
So, interview Dr. Green. That's in the works. That's in the works. Don't even worry about that. You're gonna see her soon. You're gonna see her soon. Mayor Neely, Michelle. Child, listen. Let me talk to you, girl. I have tried so many times, child. He be looking so nervous every time he see me. Because let me tell y'all. Last year, for Juneteenth, right? Me and Darius ran up on him, and asked him some questions. Because he was saying, like, ask me anything anytime you see me. And we did that. I got the video, y'all. I'll release the video at one of these points. Y'all gonna crack up. But we did, and every time he see me, I think he think that's the narrative. However, let me tell you something. It wasn't even me that said it. It was Darius, and he was trying to hold him accountable for some of his shit, and he was a little nervous. But anyway, y'all know he ain't gonna come on unless it's scripted, and I give him the questions first, and I don't roll like that. I really don't. I mean, like when I think about it, like I think of things that I want to say or I want to ask about it or whatever. But really, to be honest with you, it just be the way God lead me. Huh? Oh, it just really be the way God lead me, and whatever be put on my heart. And sometimes it's y'all. It's the stuff that y'all say, and I just be like, or some of the things that y'all ask, I just go from there. So it just depends. The state rep candidates on. So I know for sure one of them will come on. That I do know. So I know for sure one of them will come on. Now, as for the other ones, I don't know. But I know that one will come on. Put his wife on. Now, child. Now, I've extended the invitations and they haven't taken it, but you know what? I'll extend. I have extended because I know they watch. Mayor Neely and State Rep Cynthia Neely. We would love to have you on this show in order to talk to you and ask you some questions and things like that. I'm probably not gonna send you any questions ahead of time. So if that's the care. If that's the thing, but we would love to have you on, Mickey Zippit. We would love to have you on to talk. The people want to talk to you, ask you some questions outside of being in a formal setting. We can do it just like this. You don't have to be around or whatever, but we would love to do that. So the invitation is open, right? So I would love to do that. It is open as it always has been for you and your lovely wife. Let me see, y'all. Let me go back because there was some questions in here. Hold on. And I need to put the statement down.
Jaleel can put that together. You've been the mayor all
Jaleel, he said, can you put that together? Let's see. Isn't Neely's wife the state rep? Yes, she is. I want to hear from the new Black DDA director from Detroit, Kiera May.
Can they put that together?
Okay. Let me see if I can find some information for her so I can reach out to her. If you have some, can you send it to me? That's his way of controlling your platform. Child, let me tell you something about control. He probably had more control over Janet Jackson than he have over me. I'm rogue. I'm a heathen, all of that. He probably control Janet Jackson better than he controlled me. How about interviewing Mr. Robinson for 7th District State Rep? I'm curious to hear about his platform. Sure. I'll reach out to Dewan. Absolutely.
They said we had to send our questions.
I don't know.
I would love to send some questions, but don't want to be the ones I ask.
Absolutely won't.
Fuck this whole little day up.
Yeah. Jamaica, I would definitely reach out to Dewan, see if Dewan is come out and talk to us. I'm sure y'all know he like to talk. Michael Clack said, I swear we can have a number of nice drones for the nice price of that helicopter rental. You sure right. Better not send the cheat sheet. I wouldn't dare send the cheat sheet.
No, I would send it to him.
It'd probably be fake if I sent it.
Right.
With ass none. Did she get that position? Because I feel some kind of way when folks rejected her experience and education. I don't know. Boy, boo, and byways. Put the ethics and accountability. Hey, Chris, so I'm working on that to try to get somebody or a couple of them from the ethics and accountability board on. I'm working on that. So yeah, stay tuned. I'm working on that. Yeah. Mike, what time you going live? I love to see it. Clack, they want to know what time you going live. Question said, I would love to see that. Isn't Murphy on the ethics and accountability board too? Is he? Oh, I don't know. Is he, y'all? He on oh shit. I don't now that I don't know. If he is, ooh child. Winters, I know he ain't coming, child. He said he coming on right after this, so I'm gonna end it so we can get on with him. Can you send your platform to ask Mayor Neely when he will start the community meetings again in each ward? He said he would continue, but he never did anymore. You sure right. He sure did. And you know what? Did y'all like? Let me ask you this. Did y'all like how he put on the community meetings? Because that shit was so whack to me. That y'all had to submit questions and ask him, and you would only be from the ward that he was doing it in, and then they would pick and choose if he was gonna read it or not. Did y'all like that platform? I thought it was weird, but hey. I don't know. That's me. Clack said he'd be on around 9. Winter said, tell Rich don't go live on his toilet no more. I am going to have his own. Winter, no. He was on the toilet. Oh, child. Winter, I'm appalled. Lord have mercy. Get the ombudsman on too. All right. Let me see. My Clack said she had no experience. She had her husband's resources. Look at her voter record, child. The planning and commission members. Ooh, that's a good one, Chris. Okay. ENA. Y'all so crazy. Well, listen. So Jamaica's gonna say, I don't know if he was on the toilet, but he was most certainly in the bathroom. Y'all, I'm gonna call and talk to my friend about that. I be trying to tell them. I be trying to teach them. I be trying to learn them. Every way that you can say it, the wrong way and the nice way, I be trying. I'm gonna talk to him. Rich probably ain't come. Rich said he wasn't even gonna watch this show, y'all. Y'all know Rich mad at me for some reason right now. I don't know. I gotta talk to him. I think he mad at me. I don't know. I gotta call and get some confirmation to see if he mad at me and figure out why. And then I'm gonna tell him if he got beef, cook it up, because I don't even eat beef. You feel me? I don't eat beef for real, y'all. Who films the council meetings? They need a pay raise for that. That's Paul. What's Paul's name? Paul.
I ain't gonna get a look,
Paul something. I
want the contract for it now.
Oh, Mick want the contract, so we ain't talking about that sucker. We trying to get Mick in it. And y'all see, Rich can't handle all that power. He mad at all of us. When does he is? I don't know. He mad at Paul Herring.
Leo, we ain't giving him no flap over here, baby.
He said y'all leave. She said y'all leave Rich. I love Rich. Rich my man, $100,000. You know what? We got like 4 flats on the Cadillac. He is, to be precise, but just jokes, because he'd call and be mad because he think I'm taking a shot at him. I'm not Rich. I love Rich Jones. That's my man, $100,000 for real.
And y'all tune in to Flint Voices tomorrow.
Yeah, Flint Voices tomorrow. Yeah. I don't know what time he going on. Usually it's like 8 o'clock or something. I don't know what time he going on. 5, 8. I don't know. Whenever y'all know Rich. He fly by the seat of his pants. So whenever he come on, but y'all tune in, right? Tune in to Rich Jones. I'm yet working with him, child. Y'all know he kind of hard-headed. But I love him hard. Y'all know his heart is in the right place. He's so passionate. He loves Flint, y'all, like for real in real life. He really loves Flint. And he advocates really hard for it, and he really is pushing for Flint. So I hope that. Oh, listen, you want to see a primary debate, Neely Mays and Weaver? Let me tell you. So I'm trying to do that now. 2 of them is cool with that and ready to fly with it. That one though, y'all. It's that one. It's that one I don't want to do it. I'm telling y'all. I'm trying, but that one don't want to do it. That one don't want to do it, y'all. That one. That one don't want to do it, but I am working on that. Like for real. The two ones will do it. But that one, hey, I can only do what I can do. I'm trying, y'all. But stay tuned. Something might happen. The gates might open up, man. Allow it to happen. So y'all pray for us. Donate to us. Make sure that we can continue to rock and do this type of stuff here, right? So Mike Clack said, I love Rich. That's my boy. Oh, for real. That's my guy. For real, for real, for real. That is definitely my guy. Love him. The short one always the problem. I'm trying to told you. Sure, it is always the problem. I'm trying to tell you. That little man complex, is that what you're saying? Child, I don't know what it is, honey. But hey, I can only do what I can do. I'm gonna try. Neely will do no debates before the primary. Okay. What if he don't make it to the primary? He ain't gonna be doing shit.
Make it out the primary.
Okay. But listen, that's up to y'all. I can't vote. I ain't got no dog in the fight. I'm just putting it out here for y'all to make a decision, right? The local news hosting the debate is whack. It's whack as fuck, Chris. For real. I feel like I should be hosting it. It's so whack. Woo, the shade? What shade? The shade that I said when she said the short one always the problem. Hey, listen. It is what it is, huh? Dr. Umar voice. In my Dr. Umar voice, hit the cash out.
We need it because we building the school.
We building a school. Dr. Umar building a school. He been building that school for 18 years.
If you help us, the school will be quicker than you can believe.
Yeah.
They need to help us though for me to shut us down. Yeah. Along with Eva Worthing. I hope Pussy don't join the team.
Oh Lord have mercy. Chow. Me either, but hell, they act like they got 1 million votes. Chow. Check my text. Oh, okay. Hold on.
You got any last time?
Yeah, I do. Hold on, y'all. So listen, how's that shade? That's report. He is short. I'm 5'4", child, and we look at eye to eye, so that tell you anything. Well, anyway, here's the thing, y'all. I love y'all. I love y'all so hard. I really appreciate y'all rocking with me because y'all been rocking with me the long way for a minute. And I appreciate all the new people that are coming on. So make sure y'all like, subscribe, send an invite to other people. Tell a friend to come on over and join the movement, right? And that's what we are. We a whole new movement out here. We trying to be a voice for the unheard. That's it. And we just trying to do it the right way. We don't want to spin it and be, and the propaganda and all that other stuff. I just really want to make sure that we get the right things out here, and y'all can hear it straight from the horse's mouth exactly how they want it to be heard, right? So that's why it's not scripted. That's why I don't send any questions. So they answer how they answered. If you're not ready for it, that's on you, right? But we gonna do our part over here. But again, I love y'all. So y'all make sure that you enjoy your Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to all of the mothers that are on here, and extend that Happy Mother's Day to your mothers and your mothers of mothers and anybody else that you are celebrating Mother's Day with. Please extend that to them straight from me and Mickey, right? So also, you know how I feel about mental health. I want you all to make sure that you are taking time out to love on you, because what's better than you? Absolutely nothing. You are better than anything in the world. So make sure you take care of you, because if you can't love you, how you gonna love somebody else? You gotta love you first, right? And also, don't forget that Rising Star Baptist Church on Saturdays, they have the mental health and the Reverend Devontae Powell, Rising Star. I forgot the address, y'all. I think it's like 509 West Flint Park Boulevard, something like that. Just get there. Rising Star, Google it. Get on there. Saturdays, it's free. He has the doors open for you all. So tomorrow, if you need a little help, you need a little something going on, don't be afraid to talk to somebody about it. There's no shame in that. Make sure you do that. Listen to some music. Go sit by, a Stepping Stone Falls and listen to the water. Walk the trail. That's what I like to do. 5021 Flint Park Boulevard. Thank you so much. Go to Stepping Stone and walk the trail. That's exactly what I like to do. Just make sure that you do that and just take care of you, because I love y'all and I want to see y'all back again next Friday and the Friday after that and the Friday after that and the Friday after that and the Friday after that. So y'all make sure y'all do that. I love you all. I love you all. I love you all. Y'all take care. Have a great weekend. I'll see you soon. Peace.